Hey guys, so a few days ago, actually, day after I went and saw Infinity War, Avengers Infinity War, I went and saw Super Troopers 2. I This is funny because the only reason I saw this movie was because I forgot that I didn't go see any movie that had came out the week before Avengers. And I have been trying to go at least see one movie a week, at least one movie that comes out every week. Any new release, it could be anything, whether it be good, getting good reviews or bad reviews. And since I got the Movie Pass card, and I said last week or the week before Avengers, my choices were Super Troopers 2 or I Feel Pretty, and both of them looked like shit. So I was not particularly jumping for joy to go fucking see either one. I really I was choosing between the lesser of two evils. Really, is it like choosing between a douche and a turd sandwich? That's a South Park reference for anybody who don't get what I'm talking about. Um, Look it up. I chose this one because mainly I'd seen the first movie. I liked the first movie well enough. I haven't seen the first movie in a long goddamn time. At least the whole way through. I've seen. I remember famous bits about. It's not a movie that I quote endlessly or love, and it's not one of my favorite comedies. But I liked it enough that I remember it being pretty goddamn funny when I saw it. I think I only saw it the whole way through maybe once when it first came out on DVD, and like I said, I remember liking it. And I also really enjoyed the Broken Lizard comedy troupe that is responsible for this movie and movies like Beer Fest and was Club Dread and other movies like that. I enjoyed their work. I actually even got a chance to see them when I was in college perform a comedy act, and they were pretty funny guys. They seemed like really cool guys, and they were kind of talented. The last movie I saw of theirs was Beer Fest, which was 12 years ago. Yeah, 12 years ago, and I know they did Slam and Salmon, but that never came to my movie theater. And it's one of those guys. It's one of those comedy group guys that always was making a movie every other year, and then they just fucked off off the face of the earth. And they're like, what the hell? Where the hell did ever happen to them? And then they pop up and do fucking Super Troopers 2. And I'm like, oh, all right. I know they got, they pretty much got people to donate to their budget off Indiegogo, which I always think is the dumbest fucking thing when people donate to movies when these people will have fucking enough money to make these fucking movies themselves. I don't understand why they're asking the fucking American public for them. That's a whole fucking other discussion. But yeah, I was not. Like I said, I'd seen trailers for this movie briefly, and I was nothing about it looked that good, and I was hearing bad things about it for the last few weeks before I saw it, and yeah, this movie fucking sucks. Super Troopers 2 sucks fucking horse dick. God fucking damn it, man. It's one of those movies that retroactively I was like, am I remembering the first one wrongly, and that maybe that movie isn't as good as I thought it was? I did get a chance to watch a little bit of the original, and yeah, the original is a lot fucking better than this shit. From what I saw, I was like, yeah, this movie's just fucking terrible. It's just an unwritten rule at this fucking point that every comedy sequel has to suck, and this is no fucking different. It pretty much checks off a lot of the fucking problems I have with comedy sequels nowadays, and I'll get into that in a second. But if you want to know what you're in for with this fucking movie, all you need to know is about 99% of the fucking jokes in this movie is about Canadians. And that's fucking it. And basically making fun of how they talk. Sorry, what other fucking weird things did they say? If you think that's fucking funny, you're gonna love this movie because that is 99% of the fucking jokes in this movie. Oh, and if you love Farva, oh, get ready for him in this fucking movie. He's in this movie fucking majority. It's like every good comedy, whenever they have some success and they get a chance to make a sequel, they always have a side character, usually, like a small bit character that kind of gains some popularity, and then when they make the sequel, they make them a fucking more major part of the film. Well, this is what happened with fucking Farva. Good God, like he just needs to fucking go away. It was like go away. I don't need to see this fucking, because like every fucking moment they would take time out of their hands just to fucking go show Farva just doing Farva shit, like, for no fucking reason. And it wasn't funny. There's like the Leader Cola joke. It's like it does a lot of the same things, like I said, that like comedy sequels do. Like I said, take a small bit character from the first one, like Farva, like Hangover did with Ken Jeong's character. And what's another one I can think off the top of my head here? I don't know. That's the one I can think of right off the fucking top of my head. But yeah, it's like a character that was good in small bits is now has a major part of the movie, and he becomes obnoxious and annoying. You just want him to fucking go away. God, I couldn't stand this. Like, they're a callback to, like I said, the Leader Cola joke, because everything in a comedy sequel has to pretty much, it's just a unwritten rule that you have to have all these callbacks to famous jokes from the first movie. Like I said, Leader Cola, there's the meow fucking joke. Like, there's a montage. This time there's a montage of them pulling over people and just fucking with them, which was kind of funny, but it just went on and on and on and on. And first it was funny, but it mostly just consists of them just making fun of Canadian accents and how Canadians speak, just being fucking stupid. And then there's a point where Jim Gaffigan fucking pops up for no fucking reason. Jim Gaffigan's back because he was in that famous meow scene in the first one, and they basically do that whole bit again, but kind of have him do the meow bit instead of the cops, and it's like, oh, Jesus Christ. God, this movie fucking sucked. It just sucked. It sucked. You got talented people behind us too. It's not like I said. I this doesn't make me go, oh, I'm never gonna see a Broken Lizard movie again. I'll say that right now. No, but I still like. Hey, everybody has a bad comedy here and there. This was just an ill-advised attempt at making a fucking sequel that didn't need to happen. Just anybody who says like, oh, let's make a comedy sequel just needs to fucking stop. I hate, like, the only good comedy sequel I can think of off the top of my head was 22 Jump Street. That was it. That was fucking it. I cannot names. I dare anybody in the comments tell me in the comments if you can name one good comedy sequel. I can't. But yeah, it's just, you got fucking who's all in this movie? It's been a fucking while since I've watched this damn fucking film. I try to forget about it. Oh, fucking damn it. Rob Lowe's in this. Yeah, Rob Lowe is, spoiler, the fucking villain in this movie. You can see that coming a mile away. He's the mayor of this small town in Canada. You can, like I said, what a surprise. He's the villain in this movie. I mean, you're a fucking moron if I'm spoiling that for you. If you watch this movie and go, you got Wolf Sasso as one of the Canadian Mounties. He's like one of three Canadian Mounties. Well, one of them looked like fucking. I swear to God, that was Dane Cook. I swear to God, that was. But apparently, it wasn't, because the whole movie I thought that was Dane Cook, and that just pissed me off because I fucking hate Dane Cook, and it wasn't. So, but it's just them. There's just a whole bits of them just cutting to them, just talking about hockey because they're Canadian, and it's funny because they're Canadian. The Canadians love hockey. Fuck off. I'm sorry, Canada. By the way, I want to apologize on behalf of America. We're not as fucking idiotic. Trust me. Sean William Scott and Damon Wayans Jr. fucking pop up in this thing at the beginning of this movie as a cameo. Why? I don't know. Why is this a fucking first thing I've seen Sean William Scott in a fucking while is beyond me. That pisses me off. He's way too talented for something like this shit. I don't know why he's been never been casted in any movies lately. God, fuck this movie. Is there anybody else I'm forgetting? Just looking for the names. Linda Carter. Why the fuck is she in here too? That's Jim Gaffigan. Fred Savage. That's Fred Savage. Yeah. I don't care. I don't care. Just don't fucking see this shit. Go see Infinity War. Not this shit. It's dumb. It's terrible. I mean, I can't even recommend this for people that love the original. I mean, maybe. I mean, it came out at 420. I'm sort of sure stoners out there fucking thought it was hilarious, but I didn't. Man, I don't fucking care. Like I said, at least I got to see it for free. Trailers. The hell I got in front of us? Oh, the first Purge. Yeah, I love the Purge movies. Oh, the last two Purge movies. First one was pretty terrible. I'm fine with them to continue making these movies, and this is a prequel about how the first Purge happened, or what happened when the first Purge happened. And Marissa Tomei is the fucking psychiatrist who comes up with the idea. I'm fucking all down for that. It sucks that Frank Grillo is not in this. He was the most entertaining part of the fucking series, and now he's gone. It just kind of bums me out a little bit, but I love the advertising where they put the first Purge on a hat and make it look like it's like with the low, like the basically looks like the Make America Great Again hat, but with the first Purge written on it. That's fucking hilarious. I'm gonna go see this shit one way or another. Johnny English Strikes Again. What the hell? I love Rowan Atkinson. I love Mr. Bean. But this is like one of those series of movies you go, that was a thing, wasn't it? Did anybody see that? 'Cause I know I didn't fucking see any of those fucking movies. Apparently, it's like Paddington, where apparently there was enough people that saw it. Now they're making 3 movies? I'm like, who the fuck asked for this? Who? Somebody. I know it's probably popular over Britain, but America, no one gives a fuck. So why the hell is this something coming out? I had a couple chuckles here and there because it's Rowan Atkinson, and it's goddamn he's a great slapstick comedian, and he's very good at very, very good at what he does. But what the hell? I don't know. Why is this a thing? And then Sicario, Day of the Soldado. It was originally Sicario 2 Soldado. Now it's Sicario, Day of the Soldado. I'm fucking confused on what the hell what's the title going to be when this movie fucking actually comes out, is what I'm wondering. It's pretty much I'm all for this movie completely. It's pretty much taking the plot of Wolverine and mixing it in with the drug cartel and Benicio del Toro. That's the best way I can put it up. Is he's like protecting this girl that he's supposed to kill, but he doesn't. So he's like a fugitive of the law. Yada yada yada. Like, oh, all right. I'm like I said, I love Benicio del Toro's character was the best fucking part of that whole movie, and that was a good movie. But that he was the fucking standout, and like also Josh Brolin. You got those two returning, only two returning in this fucking movie. So yeah, thumbs up for that. I'm looking forward to that. It's getting a summer release, which is weird because I didn't even. It's another one that's like, really, I didn't think the movie did that well for it to get a sequel, but Denis Villeneuve is not directing, which kind of sucks, but I don't know. Yeah, that's as far as trailers. What's this week? I have pretty much the next 2 weeks, I gotta choose between a turd and a turd sandwich and a douche. Because this week, I have to go see either the remake of Overboard, yay, or there's something called Bad Samaritan. I've never fucking heard of it, but it's like a thriller that kind of sounds interesting, and it's got David Tennant as the fucking kind of psychopathic killer. I'm all on board for that, so I might go see that. I haven't seen any trailers for it. I have no idea this was something that existed. I might go see this just because it's got David Tennant as the fucking killer or whatever, like the psychopath in this. So I don't know. Yeah, that's as far as what I might be seeing next week or later this week. And until then, I'll talk to you guys later.